try something different and give you my monthly wrap-up in a short form content. Let's get into all the books I read in September. First, we have An Elderly Lady is Up to No Good by Helen Thurston. This was translated from the Swedish, and I gave this 3 stars. It was good, but not great. Then we have Masquerade by O.O. Sangomi, and this is a West African inspired mythology loosely based off of Persephone. I gave it 4 stars. I think that it was overall very strong, but there was just a couple things I wish were a little bit better. Then we have my first 5-star of the month. This is The Reformatory by Tanana Reeve-Dew. This is a haunted horror story set in the Jim Crow South. It was perfect. I have no notes. Then in the same vlog I read The Reformatory, I read The September House by Carissa Orlando. This is kind of a cozier horror about a woman who lives in a haunted house and now her husband has gone missing. I gave this one 3.5 stars. I just don't know if cozy horror is as much for me. Then we have my most anticipated book of the year. That's A Sorceress Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher. And this is a Loose Goose Girl retelling. It's a dark fantasy story about a young girl whose mother is a witch and trying to stop her from doing evil things. And this one I gave 5 stars. Then I finally caught up on the Veronica Speedwell series. I believe it's the 8th or 9th book. I gave this one 3.5 stars. I feel the plots aren't as strong as they could be. Then we have my final 5-star of the month, and that's A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. This is a Dracula retelling story written from the point of view of Constanta writing letters to Dracula about her understanding of their abusive relationship. I love this. I love the epistolary format. I think it works perfectly for what the story's trying to do. Then I have a book I picked up in Cape Cod, and that's Sandwich by Catherine Newman. This is set in Cape Cod, and it's a family story following a week in Sandwich, Massachusetts. I ended up giving this one 3 stars. I think that it had some good conversations and felt like a typical family vacation, but I wish it would have went deeper with some things, so overall it's a 3-star for me. Then I have a very loved YA that I've been putting off reading for a long time, and that's The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is a YA mystery story about a girl who inherits a fortune. This I gave 3 stars. If I had been younger, maybe I would have liked it more, but I wanted the mystery to be a little more intriguing than it was. And then I have Blue Lily Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the 3rd in the Raven Boys story. This is probably my favorite one. This was an unexpected enjoyment because it's a YA paranormally story, but I just really like the character work in this, so 4 stars from me. Last book I have is nonfiction. I'll put it up here, and that is Except for Palestine, and this is about US politics and how we have a lot of rules for different things like genocide, but we exclude Palestine from a lot of that talk. It was a really good read, especially right now, coming up in a year of Palestine not being free and the genocide that's happening. It was a very poignant and powerful read. I gave it 4 stars. I just think there could have been a little bit more with it that would have made it a 5, but I would highly recommend if you're looking for a nonfiction. So there you go. Those are all the books I read in the month of September. Please let me know what you've been reading in the comments, and also leave any kind of red emoji because I was reading a lot of red books this month.